So up to this point, every request that we've been making has been working for the most part fine, but there's potentially a big security problem. Every request that we've sent is not being sent securely. So what do I mean by this? If we take a look at the login with token function, we can see that our username and password are both parameters for this method authentication token validate with login. So when I click the login button, if somebody just happened to be watching network traffic, they'd be able to see my username and password as they're going across the network, and this is obviously really bad. But don't just take my word for it. I'm going to actually show you what it would look like if I was snooping on traffic of this particular app. To do this, I'm going to use an application called Charles. You don't need to install Charles yourself. I'm just going to use it for this example. In Charles, we can see all the web traffic that's incoming and outgoing on this particular machine. So I want to see the requests that are being sent to the movie database, and as you can see, we've made a request recently. If I select this request and then I go look at the summary, I can actually see what the traffic looks like as it's leaving my machine. So I can take a closer look, and here's our validate with login method. I can actually see my username here, and then here's my password in plain daylight for everyone to see. So we definitely need to fix this, but thankfully it can be done really quickly since the movie database provides us a way to send requests like these securely. If we go back to the documentation, we can take a look at this HTTPS SSL section. And as we can see, it simply tells us instead of making an HTTP call, we just need to make an HTTPS call, and then we're set. What this is effectively going to do is, by making the HTTPS calls, it's going to encrypt all the data that's being sent from our app so that nobody can snoop on us. If you want to hear more about HTTPS, then I put a link in the instructor notes to our web development discussions on the topic. So for this exercise called Securing the Request, for each of the requests that are made in My Favorite Movies, I want you to substitute the base URL with the secure base URL that uses HTTPS. This will be a simple change, but it will definitely make your users happy. When you finish making the substitutions, check this box.